Okay, let's see. My controller.
It wasn't charged?
Nah, this dude never charges the shit. He gets knocked out.
Yeah, he did. I think he wakes up in the middle of the night. I could be wrong. I heard him like, ah! In the middle of the night. Did you hear him?
Middle of the night, like 3 a.m.?
Yeah.
I was probably choking my shit.
You? No, him.
No, I was probably choking my shit.
No, I heard him.
I know, he went but I was probably nutting. So I was too distracted to notice.
Oh.
I probably nutted at the same time that he screamed. Alright, so let's do a little bit of an audio check right now. Who on right now? Who on right now? Why do I always sound exasperated? It's because I'm speaking in a deeper voice, that's all. So, as you can see, I've grinded 900k in gil. Really don't need that much, but it's beneficial either way. Couple things I want to get out the way.
You're counting.
Good, keep counting. I'm gonna need to get all the eject spheres and shit like that. I took advantage of Riku's Gillionaire, but let me swap him out for Waka. Once I found out about the Omega Ruins and how you can grind in that place, I just took advantage of that. Customize. Overdrive, Yuna. Okay. Tita's about to get his overdrive. Let me try to... this little BS beat. I guess there's no encounters in this room, this area. I guess I'll do it later. But I do need to get Tita's next limit break sometime soon. Oh, they got Yuna's theme here. That's pretty tight. Pretty solid. Pretty cool, Joker. They got the short extension cord. So yeah, I saw the Boruto chapter yesterday. it was weird. I actually liked it more than Dragon Ball Super Chapter. Let me just straight up say the Dragon Ball Super Chapter was just... the hell? I hate that shit. Yeah, the Dragon Ball Super Chapter was basically, Granola tried to get the smackdown on Olek and gas, you know, put the gas on him. Everyone thought Granola died. Goku and Gas, you know, started scrapping. Gas was like, you know, I'm a little disappointed. I thought you was gonna be nasty with it just like your daddy, and that wasn't the case. Then he realized, oh shit, my son Granola's still alive, so he decides to take Gas on a ride, just warping him around planet to planet, which, that's cool. I've never seen some shit like that. And the fighting is certainly that tight as hell, but like Boruto was really the star of the show yesterday, even though Seth the programmer didn't really agree. That was an interesting way to, you know, put an end to the whole Momoshiki revival thing.
From Besaid, where are we going?
Back the way we came. Then we go north from Bavel and climb Mount Gagazet. Beyond it lies Zanarkand.
Zanarkand, huh? It's been in ruins for 1,000 years, right?
So the legends say. No one knows for sure. It still could be your Zanarkand.
Thanks for trying, Orin. I thought if I went with you guys, I might find a way to go back. But it's not that easy.
I'm sorry.
No need to apologize, Broske. It's not your fault. I should be thinking about fighting Sin now anyway. Zanarkand can wait. But I will find my way back.
Be careful, Jekt.
Hey, I'll be alright. You're the one that should be careful. Wouldn't want your little girl to cry.
She'll be alright. She's strong. Like her mother was.
This dude got some crusty ass feet. Just keeping it 100 with you. Okay, so that wasn't the last of...
Nice to see you again.
I want to get this cutscene.
You really quit the Knights?
Yeah, I did. Elma was upset with me, but Captain Lucille understood. Now I'm working as a chocobo breeder on this ship. I really, really love taking care of chocobos. Being with chocobos all the time, I think I've found my calling. And it's all thanks to you. Thank you.
Well, I'm happy for you.
Oh, yeah. I found this in one of the chocobo nests the other day. It's no use to me, so I want you to have it.
It's like I maxed out his social link.
I have to go now. It's time for lunch.
Hey, I want to talk to you some more. Can't your stomach wait?
I meant I have to feed the chocobos. They get really upset if they're not fed. See ya!
I like Classico as a character. I really like Alma and Lucille as well, especially in Final Fantasy X too. But keeping it 100 with you, it hits different when Tita's the main character. He was the one who really like put these guys onto like their true calling in life. I mean, the dude's just not a warrior. He's more of a chocobo, like a caretaker. Okay. So I wonder how I can get to where I need to go. Okay, so I just gotta rest. I did like how that fight with Kawaki and Code played off, where fucking Kawaki was just countering Code's space-time ninjutsu with his Ant-Man stuff. I'm really about to like put the hurt on Code. And my son Code had to pull out Damon in order to survive. That shit was interesting. Damon's ability to just like a hard counter to everything. I kind of like how a lot of those cyborgs in Boruto, some of them are really, you know, physically on the same level as these like end game part 3 characters, and other characters it's just that they have excellent hacks. In the case of fucking Damon, he probably has excellent taijutsu because we've seen him bust up somebody's jaw, just like turn it completely concave like Kofi Kingston's chest. But definitely his strength is going to be his hacks. Same with Ada. Like, she claims that aside from her hacks ability to make everyone fall in love with her, her only other strength is her taijutsu, but who's to say how true that is? But you just pull out fucking Damon, and I will say this, it is impressive that Ishiki or Kawaki was able to tank a hit he did, probably with killing Intense to Code. So I guess there's still an element of durability to how he counters attacks. So if you're durable enough to withstand your own attacks, then you probably still have a chance at defeating someone like Damon. But who would want to beat up a 10-year-old boy? Not me. Definitely not Naruto. And Naruto's gangster shit for basically still being able to forgive Kawaki for what he did to Boruto. Boruto shook as hell because all that shit Momoshiki was saying about Boruto's future, now he realizes, okay, so what I'm facing is a fate worse than death. Okay. Mushroom Rock, Mihen, Shinbuki. Let me try to go to Mushroom Rock again.
You're counting on you.
Okay.
You're counting on...
Hell nah. I hate that shit. I go back to the Twitch screen and fucking... It doesn't want to be on my stream. It wants my stream to be on this little corner. Don't do that shit to me. Making me work extra hard, and I look and see that my phone screen isn't even on. It's like off. It's irritating. I want to be able to see my chat if anyone says anything to me. This is the only way I can check the chat other than changing my settings so that I can see the comments on the PlayStation screen, which I don't want to do anymore. I set that off years ago. It's of no benefit to me, and it's certainly of no benefit to you. Other than a minor bit of convenience, because whatever you said, I don't want that broadcasted to the entire world, and maybe you don't want that kind of attention either. Like, I can respond to some of the things you say to me, but anything beyond that I feel is a potential way of incentivizing people to be more shy, not say everything that they should feel comfortable to say, because they don't want it to be seen on the stream itself. But yeah, just going back to Boruto for a little bit. I remember when the leaks started coming out because of Organic Dinosaur, people were really bashing on the chapter, yet now the only thing they seem to be really bashing the chapter for is they wish Boruto was dead for a little longer. That's starting to become something that I'm a little sick and tired of when it comes to normie critics. They always have to complain when a character doesn't stay dead. Like, not all resurrections or Dragon Ball style resurrections where death becomes meaningless. In this case, it was a plot device that was already hinted at before. Amuro was suggesting, hey, Momoshiki would just like cease to exist if you just kill Boruto while he's still incomplete. Obviously Momoshiki's gonna know how to resuscitate Boruto. He was able to do it for his own life, but obviously that came at a cost. This is gonna come at a cost. All of it is coming at a cost. Oh, hold on, I ain't trying to play blitzball right now. If people really just wanted to see all these characters go through grief for an extended period of time, and maybe for a time skip to happen where Boruto would come back in a different means. But that's just corny, man. People really want to see Sarada awaken her Mangekyo Sharingan. I'm not an anime watcher, so I don't have this boner for Sarada that a lot of other people do. I like Kishimoto's design for her hypothetical Mangekyo Sharingan. It reminds me of the Alice in Chains logo with the Aztec sun look. But that's about it, man. Obviously Naruto Gaiden, she was pretty interesting, and I liked her contributions to the fight against Boruto, but that's about it, man. I'm not really versed in for Sarada the way everybody else seems to be.
You're counting on...
That's just something that I'm sick of in general with fiction, because I know so many stories where a character will come back from the dead and people will instantly start saying, you just devalue death in a storytelling. And so it's like, no they didn't. Because if you just start like killing people unnecessarily, then all you're really doing is fridging characters for some minor shock value. If Boruto would have stayed dead, or just stayed dead long enough for everyone to start like crying and grieving, just to really let that sink in, then yeah, that would just be a fridging, which that type of trope is a problem. It's a thing a lot of amateur writers do because they think the shock from killing off a character is excellent writing, and that just because it's ballsy means it's inherently good. No, it isn't, man. I thought the moment with Naruto basically being so torn up of Boruto's death that he goes out of sage mode, that he can't even bear to look at the ongoing fight. Knowing all the things Naruto has been through in his life, because I've seen the original story, I assume most of you who are engaged in this topic have as well, that was enough for me. Just seeing him go through one more period of grief, loss, and misery in his life. That to me was like tragic enough. I didn't really need to see fucking Sarada freak out, Mitsuki freak out, Konohamaru freak out, Hinata and Himawari freak out. But of course, because you all learned to write from Tumblr, this is what you get in terms of normie criticism. It's the same as when people complain about Kakashi's, like, I'm not even gonna speak more on that. Like, I'm not even gonna entertain the topic even more, because well, I've made my point. That said, I'm really looking forward to the possibility of Code turning more OP once he gains his true base power, because he's nerfed due to the limiters placed on him. But all that really needs to happen is Shikamaru needs to be close to Amada, and likely he'll just space-time warp there. wonder if I'm near the faith. I haven't really been paying attention too well. Okay, this is too... Alright, this is decent enough. You know what the thing is? Because everyone acts like a pompous dude who took a creative writing course, I've been hearing and seeing so many criticisms over the years where I can tell that the person really just like thinks that writing has these hard rules that it doesn't. It's all psychology. If you understand the psychology, you understand the writing. Stories are ultimately build-ups and payoffs, and there's a good chance that if you don't understand the theme of the story, you could dismiss good writing as bad writing because you don't understand what the message is. And reading comprehension is a skill that you have to actively engage with in order to understand it better. I see so many people who still have the same level of reading comprehension I did when I was in the 8th grade. Struggling to understand children's writing. Because, as streamlined as children's writing is, it's still not streamlined enough for the modern person in 2020, the late 2010s and stuff. It's tragic, man. A good example is also Show Don't Tell, because that's another example. Okay, this is where I needed to be. It's somewhere around here. Because every time someone uses written exposition a lot, or heavy narration, someone comes out and says, hey, that's a violation of Show Don't Tell. I'm thinking that's a narrative compromise that's being used when so many things are happening at once concurrently, and the story is at a scale that's a lot more grand than usual. You're not gonna use like traditional style storytelling where you just like show us everything playing off normally, like. Plus the way some people stretch that out, man, they almost make it seem like even a novel would just be inherently a bad form of storytelling, because that would be Show Don't Tell by their standards, man. Anyway, so yeah, there's still a couple things I want to do before I fight Penance, but I will be fighting Penance soon. I recently made a purchase of Jack and Daxter. I think that's going to be the next game I play, since it'd be a break from these long-form RPGs, and we're going to need a break soon because I'm going to want a platinum trophy. And more importantly than that, the next couple of RPGs I know I'm going to play, yeah, they're going to be a mission to play through, so Okay, this is it.
Hello, Yuna. I hope you are well. I wonder how old you are now that you're watching this sphere. You must be very beautiful, like your mother. I wish I could see you. Oh, by the way, Jekt and Oren send their regards. So far, our journey has been very entertaining. Of course, it is a hard journey, but I have no regrets. It is the path I have chosen. Yuna, when you have grown, you will have to find your own path. Do what you must do the way you want to do it. Doors will always open themselves to those who do. Listen close, Yuna. Your future is yours to make. Live the way you want to. Whatever way that may be, you have your father's full support. Yuna, I will always be with you.
Okay, we did it. Okay, let's see. Now we gotta get to the next save point. Oh yeah, just going back to the death argument I was talking about before, because I realize this now, because I was thinking about it. In storytelling, everything that happens has to have some type of higher meaning. Death is just another one of those things. So in real life, death is unexpected and it makes us go through grief and all this stuff, but in a story, death actually has to have a meaning. So if it exists just to shock someone, but it comes at the cost of developing characters or actually telling their story, what you needed to know about them, then it's bad writing. Oh shit, man. And I don't mean advance the plot, because a lot of people will use the advance the plot thing, and it's not true, but there's truth to it. What it really means is something has to actually tell the story and create meaning from a lack of meaning. If what you're doing basically goes against that, then it's, you know, amateur. So yes, you can bring a motherfucker back from the dead if, you know, they still have a story that needs to be told, and that story is more interesting than them just being dead for the sake of it, for the sake of a arbitrary sense of finality. Like, could you imagine if, like, Sasuke was dead in the Land of Waves arc and he just stayed dead? No Sasuke retrieval arc, no. Orochimaru subplot in the same exact way. No Itachi. No any of that, man. It'd be ass, man. That'd be like garbage. Okay, let's see. Valhalla. Let's see how many X potions I have now. Okay, I got 54, that's respectable. Let me see how many I have in total because of that. Sort. I got 92 X potions. That's decent. You don't really need a full set of 99, but whatever. Formation, Riku. Let me try to get his final overdrive. Okay, I gotta go back to my older armor. We have decent luck, so it's all good. Okay, that went hard. Okay, let me Shaman. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna switch it to Victor. Okay. Species Conquest is actually pretty soft with it. Jumboflon. Bomb King, Juggernaut. Okay, I'm gonna go with Fafnir first. Excellent timing. I like those critical hit sounds. Sure am getting a lot of dark matters. Okay. I feel like I fought these guys before. I guess I'll know when I get a prize for them. Oh, I forgot to use my limit break. Oh yeah, I fought them for a Strength Series. I had a feeling it was that. Okay, my luck is too high. See, so much of this actually does remind me of Jak and Daxter. Like the weird ornamental designs to everything. The environments. So, the next game is gonna be right up my alley. Okay. I got a double cast. Imagine if this was the move. Let me just save my time right now. Oh yeah, I saw episode 4 of Fresh Prince. Where they're basically trying to get my son some boats and stuff like that. It's interesting how they're basically spending the past couple episodes actually giving Will some W's. All I gotta ask though is, did my son fucking Jeffrey put out a hit on Rashad? You see, right now it doesn't even seem like the same show, man. Because I can't picture my son Jeffrey from the original Fresh Prince putting out a hit on someone. This dude really got fucking Rashad killed, man. That Tory Lanez looking motherfucker. Will actually made a couple key decisions that got more votes rallied where Carlton couldn't actually accomplish that, just by speaking like a Twitter user, a black Twitter user from 2020. And that managed to work. Although Will is tight because it turns out the girl he's been trying to wife up, Lisa, her daddy is basically a police officer. And he feels some type of way about that. Which it kind of shows Will's naivety, because he gonna take an issue with someone because they're an officer. Obviously, the theme of this episode was taking risks with what you say. Sometimes it's not good to take too many risks and speak recklessly, while other times you gotta say things that might offend if you want to actually win some people over or get the results you want. So some people say things that are risky and it pays off pretty well. Other times they'll say some shit and they'll end up causing more rifts with other people, so... And sometimes they learn to keep their mouth shut. Ashley's getting a character arc with her making online buddies and basically being the Zoomer. And Jazz and Hillary's relationship actually seems pretty amicable when compared to the original show where, Jazz and Hillary, it was basically Steve Urkel and Laura, except if Steve Urkel was this swaggerific black dude. But yeah, Jazz is probably the most unchanged when it comes to his aesthetic. I say that, but Will actually has a flat top. So, Will and Jazz both basically have a little bit of that touch in the 90s, but since 90s culture doesn't really die among Zoomers, who most of them probably weren't even born in the 90s, it just is what it is. But on a thematic level, the episode was actually kind of interesting, and the pacing was actually good this time around. I don't think the gang stalking is going to be completely over for Will, but if this is their way of kind of keeping it under wraps for a while, that's a good thing. Because I was already complaining about the whole gang stalking subplot, so if they resolve it unceremoniously, some people might be upset by that, but I actually favor it because that was a plot that was overstaying its welcome. And just the idea of, you mean your fork and your knife? Now you're a sandwich. Being the one who sends a hit out on someone is just badass to me. Fucking Jeffrey, he's got Goonie goons and shit like that. He sent a hit out on fucking Tory Lanez. That's crazy. How much health does this motherfucker have? I mean, I gotta use Ultima now because Ultima ignores Reflect, but aside from that... It's going down now. Yeah, he's gotta be in critical health. But yeah, they also brought up Will's dad a little more, or in this case, Will brought up his own dad, and how he wasn't there, he left when talking to Lisa, so I'm under the assumption that Will's dad will be appearing sometime either this season, or if it's successful enough, next season. I've been blowing the... You know what I realized, man? These are the equivalents of me doing half a Quave kit. So it shouldn't even be that this is taking so long. But then again, double the turns does really add up, so... I guess this guy is just in the middling range when it comes to health. But that's been doubled. Okay. How close are you, man? At least my magic is hefty without much effort. Okay, there you go. Finally. Twin stars. I'm about to use... Let's see how much damage this deals. Okay, hefty. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Shit, something caught my eye, but it was nothing. Ain't nothing changed but the draft. It's got those FF7 sound effects for Ultima. Yeah, this is torture, but I have to fight this guy and beat him if I want to be able to go after what's-his-face, Nemesis. Double cash. This is crazy, man. You're wilding out if you think that's gonna take me out, man. I would have been pissed. Get his ass. Let me see how much HP Jumbo Flan has. Stupid ass autocorrect saying Mumbo. I'm not talking about no Mumbo, I'm saying Jumbo Flan. Add ass predictive text. Okay, let's see. Let's look at how much health this motherfucker has. 1,300,000. $300K after that, man. That's not much, man. That shouldn't have taken so long. Oh, this shit's kind of funny. Nice. Okay, I think these guys like have some nasty status ailments. Motherfuckers are hard of learning, man. This man is dumb as fuck. Anyway. Jormungand. I think I fought this guy and whooped his ass before. It depends on what item he drops. Oh yeah, this Supreme Gem. Yeah, I fought him before. Fight monsters. Spada. Imagine if you counter counters, man. The whole game would be a one-touch ordeal. That would change the meta like crazy. Well, I still haven't defeated the Don Tonberry, so... I must be doing something wrong. Let me check this shit. Ah man, I hate the fucking wiki. You know it's bad when I rather look at the fucking IGN. Okay, let's see. I gotta do energy rain 80 times. You know what? I'm not gonna do a energy rain 80 times. If that's what it takes, I'm not gonna do it. Damn, motherfucker can't take a hit. I probably whooped his ass when I started this whole operation. Okay. $80 times, man. Man, I did it twice before, but the fact that there's no trophy for it is proof enough that that shit is wild. Okay. Abaddon and Vorbin. Oh, she's playing Luis Miguel. That's what's happening. Why she gotta sing like she talks, man? So loud, man. Okay. We already fought this motherfucker, but you know what? Let me just give that encore ass whooping. Nice timing. Hold on. Let me mute my mic. Oh, won't need to. I could have waited till he got really close to me. But you know what? I can eat a couple Phoenix Sounds. Kotos. Catastrophe, Fubon, Ultima Buster, okay. Nice crit. It might pay to give Auron more luck than everyone else. Just because if he's gonna have full health, he's not gonna deal as much damage as everyone else, so it'll benefit. Finish him off, man. Finish him off. That was cathartic. Okay, how many dark matters do I possess? 42. She need us. Okay, Fubin. Oh, he counters? Yeah, by the way, Jack Steino, don't ever talk to me like that again, because I will put them thumpers on you. You lucky that was on PlayStation and not in real life, because otherwise we would have been fighting, like, boxing, man. It wouldn't have been no Nick Smash, we would have been... Boop, boop. Anyway, how you been? As you can see, I'm wrapping up some of these boss fights. Yeah, definitely, because if you're throwing a fit like that, man, I don't know. Let me toss an item right now. Woo! Got his ass. Damn. I'm doing crits consistently. Hold on. Don't set my thing to emote only. Shit, people need to communicate through text too. Alright, good. Pretty dramatic to call a tail swipe condemn, but I guess it's a counterattack, so it's based on your actions. That's a condemnation. Woo! Got his ass. Oh man, that death animation sucks though. He just fucking disintegrates. Not gonna lie, that's how characters in Final Fantasy VII die, and it looks cool there though. Let me get this fucking snail, man. His teeth are perfect, man. Who the fuck is his dentist? We are running this man's fade. I mean, you removed emote only mode, so at least you did that, but no, it's good to be objective of your abilities and know your own judgment. So I'm gonna have to think about that later, but for now, you did no harm in the chat. Because I caught it on time. Okay, hold on. I'll wait till the roulette finishes. Okay, we got him out. This snail motherfucker's dramatic as shit. Okay, there you go. Now that's a death animation. Okay. So after this, one of our 2 super bosses will pop up. Nemesis. Let me try 3 stars, because you gotta aim for the head too. Oh, never mind. Didn't really need that. Awesome. This guy doesn't really have that much health in all of his joints. And he's a recolor of a boss fight that I really enjoyed too, so... I think it was Sinspawn Gooey. Alright. Okay, we're gonna use an X potion right here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stock up on more because I'm not so sure about that one. Does the head regenerate? I guess not. Ooh. Master Sphere plus 10. Do I want to fight it? Not now. Okay, fight monsters, Stolen Faith Cavern. A little too much money, but whatever. Let me honor what I said. Okay, customize, formation. Alright, comrade. So this is it, guys. It's time to run down on the super boss.
You're counting on me, kid.
I know, I know. Man, this is the main event right now. And they play the fight you had, the music you had when you were fighting your Aeons and shit. This shit is loud as hell. Let me lower it. So the smoothest experience I had fighting this guy was my first time fighting him. Special use. Before anything else, you want to have 3 stars. Okay, so who's gonna get a turn first? I guess I'll just take both the arms off. This is gonna be annoying with fixed cursor instead of memory cursor, or default cursor. Okay, quick hit. Okay, that wasn't a crit. These status ailments need a little more crunch to them. When I first fought this guy, I didn't really have my magic defense max. Quick hit to you. I'm gonna need a good hit on the arms. Now I just sit back and hope RNG decides to bless me with a good hit on those arms. I'm gonna need at least 5 at least 12 hits to get that arm. Maybe more. One, two, three, four. Tornado! Okay. Awesome, awesome. Okay, we need 5 cheers for the second phase. So I'll get a couple cheers going. Special. That's 2. You really don't want those arms getting a turn, because that's gonna complicate things. My second try, they got a couple turns off, and that wasn't really good. You also don't want the boss himself to get a turn off when both arms are present, but only in the second stage. First stage, he only does obliteration. The worst thing about obliteration is that it hits the whole group, so you're wasting a bunch of X potions unnecessarily, but that's neither here nor there. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. They got 500k health, so. One more cheer. Well, I'm gonna need 2 more after this, but I'm gonna get a little greedy. Nah, let me toss another here. Okay, an arm's gonna come out. Oh, never mind. So this is the point where our health should be like in the 80s range. Okay, that's gonna be the last tier. They don't really stack no more, so think of that what you will. One, two, three, this fight is a lot more streamlined if you know how to use Riku, but I really just don't want to build Riku up like that at the moment. Those are some light hits. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. We're in the 80s with our X potions, so I don't know, buddy. We're gonna be 78 real soon. This is pretty exciting, man, fighting a Final Fantasy super boss on screen. One, two, three, I have a feeling. Yup. Okay. I gotta be a lot more careful this time around. One, two, three, four, Excellent, excellent. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'll leave you alone for now. Okay, this is where things get a little complicated from now on. So he'll have 2 attacks, one with only 1 arm or no arms available. It hits harder, but only hits 1 person, can be countered, and it causes all these debuffs that need to be dispelled away. Immolation. So we're gonna burn your ass alive, basically. Which is a fitting name, of course. No, that is basically a societal punishment for committing a crime. A form of execution, essentially. If I didn't have those cheers, I would have died from that. And obviously, 3 stars is helpful because that also gets rid of all your MP. So, white magic. See all these like debuffs that I have on me. You don't gotta be debuffed no more. Here, get rebuffed. The other attack he gains, and this is if he has both of his arms available, is Judgment Day, which does quintuple 9s to all 3 party members. What's good about this point is that you don't really have to worry about running out of X potions. Because for every time he hits you, you're going to be hitting him. So, as long as you just focus on survival, you'll be fine. Spell. Hopefully that other arm doesn't come back. All three of these guys counter, so... Okay. You know what, I forgot. Did I get my last party member dispelled? Let me actually check. Because so far Waka hasn't been hit. Okay, good. Okay, everyone is where they need to be. Quick hit. Excellent. Quick hit. See, we're just gonna be melting this guy. Okay, let's see, dispel, I just need 6 hits to get the job done. Waka hasn't been getting hit at all. If I'm paranoid enough, I might just put on auto life in case, like, I fuck up when he's nearly defeated. But I'm being careful this whole fight. Special. Dispel. Waka is just off number 1. This dude is not trying to hit him at all. Three, 4, 5. 6. 7. Okay. Now we get the hit off. Okay, finally he got hit. Although you don't actually want him to get hit since, well, you got in trust, so you could still hand him the limit break, but, you know, he has Comrade on, so that's how he gets his shit charged up. Okay, let's see. Where's the spell? Quick hit. Let's get some body blows. One, two, three, four, can't be helped. Okay. Who's he gonna hit? With Tita? Alright, Tita, you know what to do. That's right. Okay. So white magic. I'm gonna have to get a spell on yourself. I'll have to take the risk. Oh, good. Because I still don't have Orange Limit Break mastered, so... Come on, we got this. Okay, let's see. I remember my first time fighting this guy, every time I landed a hit on him, I would just start running back to my room and, you know, come back to the living room to fight his ass, because I was getting that geeked up. Okay, let's see. Carefully now. Okay, that's what I wanted. Let's get some separation going. Hopefully I counted it right. Okay, I did. Let me see, is everyone... Okay, everyone's good. 3. Okay, well, I'm gonna need RNG to bless me right now. That wasn't really me getting blessed, but it was good enough to save my ass. Reverse spell. Quick hit. That was cutting it close. Okay, let's see. Out of curiosity, I'm curious how many, so you see the rate at which you use X potions drops dramatically once you get to the second stage. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so whatever I do to him, it's gonna stick, so I'm just gonna stick to hitting them hard and fast. I got Tita as the designated white mage. It's probably gonna mess up the turn rotation, so got nothing else to do. Let me get some body shots. Okay, cool. Three, 4. Not so welcome, man. This angle is dramatic as hell. Okay, let's see. Okay, Waka still needs a little more just to get his next limit break. I'm so used to playing a less cluttered Final Fantasy game. Okay, gotta make this one work. It's do or die. Possibly. Ooh, okay. Okay, I knew at that time that the other arm wasn't gonna spawn. Plus, I was out of options, so... The hell? Where'd you get all that HP from? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I need 4 hits. RNG, don't fill me now, man. I'm gonna be counting. You count with me. Okay, excellent. The way I see it, penance is kind of the Yevon of the religion Yevon, the way sin is, kind of like the protector for, or the Yevon for like the actual deity. Last line of defense. I mean, you could say Evray was that, but more so for Bevel, whereas this is guarding the religion itself from our group, which counts as like the nastiest group of heretics. You know, we friend the religion itself because of the things we've seen. You know, how bad we did a disservice to the optics of the religion after uncovering what Seymour did to another maester, his own daddy and shit. So yeah, all of that makes sense. This is crazy. Okay. It would have been interesting to see what would happen if we actually fought Penance before Leska, because at this point I would have thought that, Maester Micah would have called out the last, hit on us, because we were their only hope. But maybe he never had time to, because he fell into despair after realizing that we whacked Leska, and thus the ability to form the Dark Aeon. The final Aeon, I mean, the final summoning. So, let me see, Dispel. Okay, we don't need to do that right now. That's good. What you don't want to happen is he gets his turn and both arms appear, so you don't want to kill both arms at the same time. That's why I only focus on one at a time. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5. to get a hit in. Just one little body shot. Okay, so Walker's ready for another attack reels. If we'll need him to do that. We still probably have a ways to go with him. But like, once we're in our 40s with our X potions, that's probably when it's all gonna come to an end. Okay, so it's all coming to a close right now. Okay, that's bad. If that other arm would have spawned, we would have been in trouble. We would have been royally fucked, man. Okay. We tried to clutch it, but alas, there was no clutch to be made. Okay, I'm getting faster at it. Yeah, this rotation is kind of rough. And now the only person with an overdrive is Cheetah. He doesn't even have Blitz 8s. Yo. It would make sense that the Yevon religion would make a better piece of, you know, a last line of defense than, or first line than Sin itself. Considering the fact that Sin is just trying to be OP enough that only the final Aeon can whack it. It's not trying to be like nastier than that, like any means necessary, whereas Yevon doesn't know all of Sin's secrets and is just trying to, you know, work actively and concurrently towards, you know, its means of defense. Okay, so I prefer this rotation right now. That's bad. That was a hit to Waka. I want to attack reels ASAP. And you know, it has been 1,000 years, so their last time defense is gonna get stronger, whereas Sin has basically been as strong as it's ever been for the past thousands of years. A big kaiju Godzilla monster. Okay, if this isn't the hit, then we're gonna be screwed. Alright, good, good. I could probably like try to do nothing but hit him to, you know, rush it. Because let me look at, yeah, we're around the point where the fight would be near the end. Yeah, this is an uncomfortable rotation. Like, if I would have forgotten to, like, put one of my rebuffs on him, or status cures, and someone would have died, then, yeah, we'd be screwed right now. Yeah, I don't trust Tita's limit break at all. Okay. You know, this rotation is tight and leaves very room for error. But it's doing me some favors. Like, I'm getting 3 hits in consistently. It's replicable. I just need Waka to get that next overdrive. But he keeps getting hit, man. Oh no, it's Orin who got hit this time, so... I remember my dad actually kept track of how many times I hit the dude. Okay, so Waka's the one to finish him off. That's pretty badass. And he has that good FF7 death animation. You see them red colors. That's right, man, I persevered. So we got a couple master spheres too. I guess I'll save after that. Our next adversary is actually going to be tougher than Penance IMO.
You're counting on you, kid.
People would beg to differ on me, but I've had more trouble against this dude than I have on Penance, so we're not quite out of the woods yet. Although I assume it'll be a quicker bout. I don't know if we'll need 5 cheers, but hey. Original. Before we even get started on that, formation, Orin. Well, this is it. After this, there's really not much for me to do to get the platinum other than replay the game to hopefully get the trophy for Unaleska to drop, which I'll make sure to have a save file for, and, you know, getting everyone's sphere grid completely filled in. Okay, use 3 stars. Quick hit. See, because we only have 1 target, this fight is going to be on the quicker end. Okay, hold on. One more thing we're gonna need is auto life, so... White magic. Auto life. There you go. Imperial Cannon, let's see. Okay. So this guy will be a chill break. That means this is just basically the peak of this dude's ability to farm and breed different fiends. So just the peak of zoology more so than anything else. His magic defense is pretty nasty with it, so I wouldn't be surprised if this just runs down on all of us. So he's gonna counter some limit breaks. Not that it's that big of a deal. Alright, there you go. Good thing I got all those X potions. Okay. That's my mean average when it comes to how often where I like land at 2.63. It used to be 2.66 and 2.68 as well. Nah, 2.66. This is also a spot where I could have gotten Kamari's overdrive. Alright. Okay, when's he gonna go ham, though? Is it gonna be now? Oh, he threw the diamond up, so he's doing this on J. Okay. DK, he put that on J anyway. Okay, let's see. There you go. How many? Okay, I'm burning through them, but I'll be alright. White magic, auto life. Took me a little longer than average with that one. My eyes was going for a ride. But yeah. This guy's about ready to get his ass beat. I should be about ready to end this off. he only has one phase as opposed to Penance who has two. Okay. This is like a more chill version of Super Boss Fight. This one you need to equip Auto Life, and you actually need both maximum defense and maximum magic defense in order to survive. It's not that big of a deal. I kind of have him on a loop. Okay, quick hit. There you go. This guy should be dead pretty soon. Okay. Now he's doing the shmoney dance. The grave. Long shmoney dance. In the original, he was actually easier because quick hit was super busted back in the day. But with that being said, that's every adversary in the game cleared. The one who conquered all, that's a pretty badass title to give someone. Well, I've been streaming for a couple hours now. Let me see how much, the percentage of all the trophies I gotten. there's still that Unalesca's trophy that I didn't get, even though I did what I needed to do to get it. All that's really left besides that is Sphere Master and Perfect Sphere Master. That's about it, man. Tomorrow we'll be playing Jak and Daxter, and that'll be a short game, so think of it as a palate cleanser. Until then, this has been your boy Mr. Wonka 7, and Kilk so Telg.